Welcome to this video. I'm playing Mura from the Netherlands. We're going for e4, e5. Usual move against king pawn openings. And let's see. The Rui. Italian game or Scotch? The Scotch is pretty popular in the Netherlands. Okay, still the Rui. Okay, go a6. Now d6. Just trying this Steinitz deferred again. Just want to have some variety in the openings. My normal move being knight f6 and bishop e7 coming next. Yeah, here white's main moves are castles and c3. One difference is that after c3, black has the move f5. A funny line, so-called siesta variation. Yes, and castles. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Bishop g4 is one move, but I can probably just play like this, right? I'm really making up things here as I go along. If he goes d4, I probably still have this b5 knight d4 idea, but maybe still an idea d4. d4, b5, bishop b3, knight d4, e4, c3 might be a problem. Okay, he's not doing that. Yeah, let's go knight f6, attack this. One idea of black's line here is that I have not yet played bishop e7, so I think g6 is a possible setup now. On d4 I go b5 and bishop g7, just being quick enough with castling so that f7 is protected. Yeah, now b5. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I've seen this in at least one game of Ivan Sokolov. Sokolov being one of the guys to watch if you want ideas for your e4, e5 repertoire as black. He's just very creative and finds new and well forgotten lines all the time for black. Yeah, this looks like a pretty normal Ruy Lopez position, just with a quick fianchetto. Okay, on a4. Yeah, probably I should just castle, right? If I castle, there is no tactic, yeah? Like taking rook a8, queen a8, de5, exposing the d7 bishop, for example. It's not a big point, no. I think I can just castle. In fact, I think I had this on the board in a correspondence style game on chess.com. Remarkable. If it's not the same position, it's very close to it. Bishop g5 could be an idea. Trying to renew this threat of ab5, rook a8. The problem after ab, rook a8, queen a8 is that the queen on d1 is somewhat looking at the d7 bishop with the capture on e5. Okay, this did not happen. He just played knight d2. Yes. Can I go rook e8 now? I really want to. Yeah. Knight g5. I have rook e7. Yeah. Yeah, I was hesitating for a moment. But yes, he's going for that. Interesting. Rook e7. There is no... I can always cover it with e8, bishop e8. I was thinking of bishop f7, rook f7, queen b3, these kind of ideas, but there are multiple ways to combat that. Even bishop e8 is a move. And this knight g5, it only really it helps white if he had a move like f4, but simply not existing. f4, I can just take it. Especially I can take d4. Knight f3, I probably like df3. I have h6, yeah, controlling the g5 square. I'm not sure that knight g5 is really anything. Okay. Here I didn't have any choice. And still, I always have bishop e8, like bishop f7, rook f7, queen b3, bishop e8. Shouldn't be any big problem. Yeah, but this pretty much commits him to sacrifice, doesn't it? After h6. I don't really understand it, to be honest. Takes, knight h4. Nah, not really. Okay. Show me what you got. Yeah, I thought just d5, and there is no big point there. Yeah, I mean white cannot really return. Maybe you can do that. I mean bishop h3, gh3 is super ugly, but maybe it's not like a total disaster. The only move making any sense is really a sacrifice, or let's say a capture. It's not a big material sacrifice on f7, knight f7 or bishop f7. Knight f7, yeah, okay, rook takes, I must do that. And what's the point now? I really don't see it. He can give the check, queen b3 check, yeah.
Check.
Yeah, maybe, yeah, well, because he gets b5. Okay, maybe you can do that. Bishop e6, queen takes. e5 is hanging. That's a direct problem. Yeah, white is getting 2 pawns. That's not too shabby. I wonder if I can play... Can I play it with some sort of discovered move, knight d4? Yeah, if the queen takes knight d4. But there's always a check, yeah. King f8, queen b5, knight d4, queen c5 check. That's really not good. Okay, let's do it differently. This is what I was seeing as the first line, queen b5. And now I saw knight e8, knight e8 to d6, attacking the queen and getting the knight over there, covering e5. It's not... okay, I can also play knight d7 to cover that. Not quite sure. It would be nice, though, to get rid of this queen with knight e8 to d6. Knight d7, I'm not so sure where it is going. Okay, I'm doing that. The knight on d6 is also attacking the e4 pawn. Admittedly, the knight on f6 is attacking it as well, but e5 was just hanging. They didn't really see how to protect it. Now that's a tense game. I really didn't understand his concept, but okay, he's getting two pawns. And 2 pawns and a rook against 2 minor pieces is not bad. At least it's from a purely material point of view okay. Okay. It's still not so easy for him to find good roles for his pieces. The bishop on c1, yeah, there is not really much. Yeah, bishop e3, knight d6 is even close to winning the e4 pawn. Yeah, well, the bishop on c1 and the rook on e1, they don't do much. My king is safe, that's good. And knight to d6 is a good square. The knight there on d6 is protected by the pawn. It takes e4 and potentially can go to c4. So pretty good piece placement. Yeah, well, knight d6, yeah, was the plan anyway. The move I mostly expect, well, queen c5, I can take e4 with the tempo. Yeah, and I cannot only do that, I will do that. Queen d3 then, covering e4, or where is he going? Yeah, queen d3, I don't know, there are some ideas. Queen a4 is a move that I instantly like. It activates the queen and attacks e4 directly. Knight c4 coming. Interesting, very interesting. e4 is slightly vulnerable. A move like bishop c4, I can go to c2. Well, this does not really help. Okay, let's activate. Knight d2 maybe. Yeah, that's probably a good move. Tough to play. His pawn structure is very harmonious. No weaknesses. Can even play f3 to bolster this pawn. Yeah, I wonder if I should play knight a5, knight c4. But the moment it arrives on c4, there is b3. Yeah. Queen a2 maybe, attacking the b2 pawn. Okay. Maybe this would have been a good choice immediately. One idea that I have is on queen c2, if he should decide to cover b2 that way, there's knight a5 to c4. What I want to do is I want to use the pieces to attack and possibly freeze the opponent's pawns, like knight a5 c4 attacking b2. This would be a good general idea, or maybe very long term like c5 c4, yeah, blocking or fixing the pawn on b2 so that I can attack it later. This is very tricky to accomplish though, the c pawn. Yeah, the knight on c6 is not a particularly well placed piece. It only looks at d4 and b4. Yeah, and those squares are obviously very securely covered. Very positive is that I have a very safe position here. The pieces are mostly nicely protected. The king is safe. and there is no invasion route for the rook. Yeah, let's say rook a1, a7 or something. It's all covered, and the knights do cover lots of squares in defense. It's not clear cut at all what white should play here. Maybe a move like queen b1 is not bad. Queen trade is not bad for white. Wow. Welcome to the age of computer chess. Who's playing bishop to b6? Wow. Yeah, I needed to drink something after that move. And when I said welcome to the age of computer chess, I'm not saying he's using a computer. I'm just saying that this is a very unhuman move. Bishop b6. Okay. If I take b2, like he also has rook b1 on that move, and he can take c7, of course. But isn't there... Wow, what a move. Knight c4. Yeah, maybe he just takes c7, huh? Bishop c4, that's knight c4. Yeah, and at the end he will take c7. Very interesting. It's very difficult to cover the pawn. Very remarkable. Knight c4, bishop c4, this is queen d7, and I'm totally toast. Okay, so let's on the other hand consider what happens if I take it. Takes, queen takes d6. Yeah, c6 is hanging. Yeah, it's not easy to find a good move after that. As c6 hanging and queen c7 check is a threat. So taking b6 is probably not helping. On the other hand, if I'm just covering c7, like knight e8, am I not just winning b2 then? You can maybe take on c7, huh? Takes, knight takes, queen d6. But then I take b2, that's also not so bad. Okay, let's do that. That's really not a passive move, really. It attacks b6 now, for real, and b2 is kept under fire. Yeah, bishop moves, and then I will take b2. No, rook b1, my queen is trapped. Really? Takes rook b1, queen a2. I still have queen a2. It's not trapped. But then he's got rook b7. But is this a threat really? I don't see it. I can go to b7, but I have queen a8 or something. This is all covered. Queen f3 check, but I can go to g8. Okay, all this didn't happen. Yeah, should I go... just go back? Queen b8 to c8 to d7. I've gained a pawn, that's good, but still it's not a fantastic coordination. Queen f3 just to g8, no problem there. It's a good thing that the knight on d2 is doing so little. Queen a6. Yeah, maybe just retreat it to e7 or to Queen a6. No, he's doing something different entirely. Queen to d8, yeah, maybe to get b5. He will go to e3 anyway. Okay. Yeah, but still it's active. Why not? Let's go here and play, let's say, bishop e3, queen d3, attacking c3 as the c3 pawn again. The c3 pawn. Okay. Yeah, he needs to get some active play really badly. f4, or I don't know. F4 is probably not really great, but he's using quite some time, and he's not doing much in terms of active counterplay. Yeah, attacking somewhere, maybe knight h4 coming. I take e4, there's bishop h6, yeah, that's really bad news. Okay, and c3, this rook c1. Okay. Yeah, cannot really take c3, yeah, rook c1 is just too much. The knight maybe back to d6. If he goes to h4, I play g5, yeah. Yeah, that's not bad. Or knight h4, knight e7 is also possible. Yeah, that's probably the best, yeah, to go to e7. Not making any direct weaknesses. Yeah, and the whole thing will be influenced by time. Great, this I didn't see. Fantastic. Yeah, now knight g5 is threatened. Fantastic. Okay, knight g5. Maybe go here, yeah, to cover e6. Knight g5, king here takes. Yeah, I just blundered h6. Yeah. Bishop h6. There was obviously knight g5 winning.
Check.
Yeah, and he has regained a pawn. Yeah, queen h7. Okay. Still not clear to me, really. This knight on d6 is always attacking e4 and blocking the pawn, and c3 is still weak. I mean, is this so terrible? Not so clear to me at the moment. Okay, it's got queen here. Queen d7 is a big problem. Wow. I don't really see a defense to that. Knight d8 and knight f7. There's always knight e6 coming. I can go here. Okay, maybe I must do that. Check here, knight 6 to f7. Pooh. Queen c6 maybe getting. I can then he can take and play knight e6. Great. What exactly is the threat? If I take c3. Yeah, come on, let's grab this. I really don't know. This was the threat. Okay, check first. I don't know. Maybe this immediately.
Time warning.
Maybe I get in knight f4. No. Just check here on h6.
Check.
And I have this check on f4. Queen h6, king g8. I have this check on f4.
Check. Check.
There should be a draw at least.
Check.
I don't think I can win. Queen h8 is just too much.
Check. Check. Game drawn.
Yeah, I must do that. He played a good game. What can you do? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, around here it's more like me being in trouble. Around here, rook d3 was strong. Oh, a very complicated game where all kinds of stuff was possible. Yeah, this whole way of playing is really a bit weird, but maybe it's not so bad. Knight e5 is maybe better. Yeah, but I wasn't. If I look at this, let me check. Here, computer wants to do this. Why? Okay, I see. I didn't really consider that because now white has a very safe retreat, but bishop c6 is of course strong. I get the e4 pawn. I just win this pawn anyway. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, I took here, and now we had this weird transformation.
Check.
Really strange. Yeah, and here it's very tough. Knight d8 was my move. Knight d7 is also possible. But I liked it, but it's not working. Ah, yeah, the computer. Yeah, the engine here, Stockfish, points out bishop h6 and white wins. This is the idea.
Check.
Yeah, computer chess. Knight d8 is not working. I need to go to d7 with maybe equal play or something. Amazing. Yeah, this was possible. Bishop h6. Now everything's okay again. Yeah, maybe I should have gone to a2 immediately. Yeah, this is a totally weird move. Bishop b6. Yeah, my reaction was probably not bad. And now I can just take b2. So he basically has given a pawn for not much. And around here I must try to improve. This hunting the c-pawn is a bad idea. I should just play knight f6. Why didn't I do that? I mean, this was my original idea, getting this into play, maybe getting knight h5, prepare g5 or something. So this is just okay. I mean, okay, black is better here, yeah, quite substantially better. Yeah. And this, yeah, now I'm blundering to this. Here he has sawn it, not before, but here he did. Yeah, this is just a bad position. Oh, it seems knight h4 is a flat out win. Very nice.
Check.
Is one problem. Wow, so knight h4
Check.
would have won the game. Yeah, and here I'm under some substantial pressure, but maybe I'm not lost. The computer wants to take on c3 also with a big edge. Yeah, black is not in good shape. I was trying to hold on. And queen d6 now. Yeah, and this is probably already very drawish. Yeah, this is a draw.
Check.
Yeah, this was very tough. I mean, most of the game I was worse and could have easily lost. Bishop h6 is of course a very nice strike here in this position. Instead of this, bishop takes. Very nice. Okay, thanks for watching.